Bayonetta 2!
Let's try this fucker again, huh?
When AJ says, let's try this again, we got... Okay, the last time we did this was... during a storm. Basically.
That too.
And everything fucked up. My power flickered. The the box stopped recording sound for whatever reason. I basically had to buy a headphone splitter because I don't want the sound to echo anymore. We tried just putting headphones on the Wii U gamepad, but that automatically mutes the TV, which means it would no longer record sound. So unless you guys wanted a completely blank video with just us talking over it, God forbid. Yeah, I know, AJ's the one who laughs. But we're going to play... I'm not going to play Bayonetta 2. AJ is going to play Bayonetta 2. It's his game.
And my system.
So, we got through 3 episodes, and it was all fucked up.
3 episodes of the game. We probably had, what, 6 episodes recorded type
No,
thing?
we had 3. Every one of them was about 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, baby, look at that!
Oh, my!
I like how the lights kind of flashed on our nipples for a second.
Yeah.
So, we have a lot of jokes that we're just going to...
Try and remember.
Rehearse. Again, I'm looking for my clock so I know what time it is. Because I don't want these episodes to be like an hour long. Nobody likes those. I don't like those. I wouldn't watch those.
What,
Let's be honest. Yeah. It has to be somebody you really like. Like the Matt and Pat. That's who they are, right?
Two best friends? Or
Two best friends, yeah.
Switcher?
You'd watch an hour's worth of them, right?
Oh, yeah. I watched like 7 hours worth of them when I'm doing
not
something
in a
else.
row, but like
no,
a single video.
When I'm playing like DS or...
I'm sorry, let me explain. You're not doing one video that's 7 hours long. You're doing 10 videos that's 45 minutes long each. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you would watch Matt and Pat if they had an hour-long video because you like them a lot. I'm not super liked yet, so I can't get away with it. So that's why my videos are about 30 minutes each.
Well, you know what they do is they record, you know, like several hours and they just break it up.
Let's note here that the game is already defeating its predecessor and how epic it is in the beginning by giving you a mech.
And make it match our rules of the world.
So far in the main game, though, I haven't come across this thing yet.
I don't know if anybody knows during the Hyrule Warriors videos, but I have finally defeated the echo problem.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I have achieved this simply for $7 by buying... I paid way too much for it. $7 for a headphone jack splitter. When I could have gotten one for 99 cents, but I wanted it now, not later. So that's what the extra $6 is for. But no longer will it echo. But we can still hear the sound because we have headphones on.
Well, wait, didn't...
We fixed it for Hyrule Warriors.
We had our own headphones during Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, because it was the thing that lets you play on the... You could play on the gamepad and the main screen, and it had sound for both, rather than plugging into one mutes the other. And my TV actually has a headphone jack, which is pretty unusual for most TVs, I would say. At least AJ thinks so.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Humans could choose their own paths.
There's that motherfucker again.
To their own identities.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, in the last video, AJ beat... Or, not the last video, but... In our last attempt to record this, AJ fought this guy, and now he's actually here, but
you have to fight
usually...
him a few times.
Yeah, usually these scenes are... Like in Bayonetta 1, this is like much later on in the game, right?
This part? No.
Well, I mean, in Bayonetta 1, the scene where you were fighting Jean down the clock tower that was collapsing.
Oh, you're not fighting her, you're joining her.
Or joining her,
No. Something like that happens at the very end of the game.
Right, so...
They're remembering that kind of thing happened, I think.
Right. So right now we're in... This is like in the future.
No.
Because then it...
Okay. In the first game, Jean and Bayonetta were fighting together, fighting against angels, falling down a clock tower and stuff like that, off the cliff or whatever.
But in terms of the storyline of the game, that happened later.
That happened in the past.
Oh. So what, this is happening in the past?
I don't know what this is right now. Because Bayonetta doesn't know who this is. Right? I don't know who it is.
Okay, I understand.
So, you know, I don't know what part of this is. But,
At least you're the silent type. The last sage I met spent 20 minutes rambling.
And I love that line because the last guy actually did spend like 20 minutes talking. But no,
Apparently she knows who that is.
And then at the end of Bayonetta 1, they fall and they do one of the same scenes together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's all it was. They're back fighting together, helping each other, so on and so forth. And I love that Jubileus has crashed down in the background. She still should have been a other character, a costume, something for Bayonetta 1.
As
or
well
Bayonetta 2.
as...
Joy.
There we go.
Joy and Jubileus should have both been play-looker.
Wow!
If they
Deja vu!
yeah. If they can have Little King Zero, who is nothing from anything ever, they could have had Jubileus or Joy. That would have been a billion times better.
You just like Joy for the torture horse thing.
Bayonetta does that to Joy.
Right. That's the only reason why
Joy
you
does
like
it to
Joy.
Joy. That I don't know. No, it's just a better costume than Little King Zero.
What was Little King Zero? Wasn't
He
just
was a floating head.
That's right. But it was silly.
When you're in a cutscene or something and it's showing like Bayonetta's face, all you see is him bobbing down at the bottom of the screen. He's not in the screen.
Bobbing down?
He's
A giant head?
He's giving someone's head, or giving someone head. Then
A head giving head.
yeah.
Is that what giving head means? You're just putting your head... Okay. Done with the conversation.
Yeah.
What is the thing back there, though?
What, this?
Yeah. Is that just...
That's like
Just
the
what
end
happened?
of the other game.
Oh, okay.
The end of the other game, yeah. You know, I was talking about the Umbran Witches and the Lumen Sages, how we beat them, and then it shows Father Balthiar or something like that. It's not Balthiar or Belfiar or whatever, because that's like some thing, I don't know.
Yeah.
Melikar, Belfiar, and stuff like that.
And I don't really want to play Bayonetta 1 as well, so...
Yeah, for recording.
This,
I don't know, if people ask, we could do it.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know if
suppose
it
if there's a
will.
giant enough outcry, maybe, but...
Like, 2 people ask.
But Bayonetta 1 is an old game.
It's an old game,
Forget
but
that
still-
guy. That guy is forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Well, okay, now...
These taxis, forget about it.
Forget about it. Hey, I'm walking here. I'm walking here. Why are we trying to do Brooklyn
I
accents?
don't
We
know.
can't do that. We can't pull that off. But anyway, yeah, so these characters, or NPCs or whatever you want to call them, they don't look that great.
No, they don't.
They look like something that should be in Prototype. Alex Mercer
Yes.
would be ripping them in half and so on and so forth and eating them.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Tell me, which one of these people would you eat, though?
Me?
Yeah.
Or Alex Mercer?
Alex Mercer, I suppose.
He would
you
probably,
as
he would
Alex.
probably destroy all of them.
Okay.
But, you know, if one of them looks like the James Bond kind of guy, like in Prototype, then, you know, I'd probably eat him and walk around running as James Bond. But
I wish
you know,
I could
these
crush
characters
cans that
can look
easily.
like this. That's great. It, you know, I see a lot of games nowadays. You know, it's blah, blah, blah. All the characters are like super high def and this that, and the other. You don't need that. They're pointless, useless characters in the background.
But graphics are everything, AJ.
No.
If I'm not playing at 4K resolution on a giant $3,000 TV with my $1,999 HDMI cable that's only 4 feet long, how could I possibly live?
Besides, I did that job.
Shut up! Stop talking! Stop it!
PC Master Race. Here's an idea. Why don't you play anything you want and enjoy it, except Xbox? Fuck you guys. Okay. I'm sure everybody will debate me on this if they ever actually do make comments on my YouTube channel, but if I were to ever own any 2 consoles, it would always be PC and a Nintendo console, because almost anything worth it to play on PC, or almost anything worth it to play on PS4 or Xbox, ends up on the PC.
I get that scene now.
What?
He's chasing her down because she's not wearing pants. She's wearing short shorts.
She's wearing short shorts in winter, too.
She was wearing short shorts in winter, which is very realistic, mind you.
Yeah.
But that's why
especially
he's
for us
not.
Californians.
Yeah. I don't know, you know, PC, Nintendo consoles.
Hey,
And
you
then
know what?
PlayStation, I guess. Because almost anything that goes on Xbox goes on PlayStation as well, or PC. But, you know, there's some stuff there that isn't for both. You know.
Is that the same voice actor for Enzo?
Yes, it is. So far as far as I can tell, everyone's the same voice actor.
I think in the beginning of both games, his crotch is at risk.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay.
A tombstone almost falls on him in the graveyard, and then this, so yeah.
You always know how to make an entrance, John. A rare sight to see you.
Hey, you know what? Shopping with Bayonetta would probably be easy because she knows what she wants.
She knows what she wants, and she can do witch time, walk in, get it before anyone else, put money on the counter, and walk out.
She's not a thief.
No, she's not. She's definitely not a thief.
Wait, she'd have to witch time, so she'd have to, like, try to slap herself and dodge it at the last minute.
No.
Yeah.
No, she can flick witch time on and off.
Yeah, whatever.
She can do it.
Forget
we'll
about
see
it.
Forget about it.
I know she can.
Oh.
That shit's rich, I tell you what.
When she say kid's nickname, she's talking about Bayonetta.
Yeah,
Yes.
Cereza.
Cereza. That's not a kid's nickname. That sounds like a pretty adult nickname.
I wouldn't say an adult's nickname.
Well,
but
no, excuse me.
It doesn't even sound like a full name. It sounds like it's part of a name.
Cereza Laka Laka Shaka Laka Boom.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
And then that's another costume. Madame Butterfly should have been in the first game. As a
Is
costume.
it in this game though?
As a costume? I don't know.
That'd be cool.
She's
They
obviously in
did
the
put a
game.
lot of emphasis on the costumes in this game than they did the previous one.
I don't know if
That
they-
looked like the golden LPs, by the way. I saw a brief one of those signs on the side of the buildings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it just looked like the way there it is.
Oh the
SMC disc or
yeah.
SNC.
SNC. Yeah, SNC discs or whatever it was.
I don't like I don't like seeing the letters SNC together.
What?
Reminds me of my work.
See you back.
Oh.
In which the devices we use are called SNCs. Or SNCs for short. They're pieces of shit and they don't work right. And there's not enough of them.
Oh, is that those little handheld things that you scan and you push stuff?
Yeah.
In? Oh yeah.
Oh, you say that scan and that's not true.
Oh.
They don't scan.
It's supposed to scan.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to. But if only electronic devices worked on wishes and hopes.
This country would be even more than toilet then, because no one has.
This
wishes
guy has the
anymore.
patience of a saint, by the way.
The old guy. He's not even saying anything. Enzo just hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, just fucking get him the. I think he's listening because he's drunk. Thinks he's drunk or high or on something. It makes sense, right?
He doesn't do anything.
No, he's just like, sir. Yes, I understand.
Yeah, Danny DeVito it is.
Danny
he reminds me
DeVito?
of Meowth.
A little bit.
Because of that kind of accent type thing. Speaking of which, if Enzo was a Pokemon, what kind of Pokemon would it be?
If what?
If he was a Pokemon, what kind of Pokemon would it be? Typing.
Male Jigglypuff.
Oh, I was thinking something new, but okay. He comes out and he just says, you know,
what
forget
type?
about
Just
it.
what type he is?
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely like. He's normal
Fairy?
dark.
Dark Fairy?
No, normal dark, so he can
Oh.
be even weaker to fighting.
Okay, that was the bad. Yeah!
Voices!
Acceptance. So I first saw that title, I'm like, oh my god, is this going to be all about like death, you know, acceptance and denial and grief and all that? And it's like, no, just this one enemy.
Just these badass names, that's
Just
all.
this one.
Can they attack her in that mode?
I think so.
But she wouldn't be able to attack back, technically, right?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Bayonetta's clothes!
She is a lot more naked, like ridiculous amounts more naked in this game than she was before. And you know what? That's okay.
That's okay.
That's
Okay,
okay.
except according to Polygon,
Yeah.
who gave this game a 7.5 out of 10 because it was too sexual.
Yeah. Just- no. Watch.
Oh, Boing, boing. I didn't get to hear this last time because there was
We
only
didn't
one
have
set.
splitter.
I didn't have a headphone splitter, so I was watching in silence while AJ was giggling at the noises, and I'm like, "What? That's so funny!"
Now you get to hear all the goofy noises.
And the music, the Charlie's Angel music. But that's okay, because it's
Wait,
supposed
what?
to be. It's not Charlie's Angel music, but it's that kind of theme. It's the only. I don't even know what I would call that kind of music.
I never watched Charlie's Angels, so I won't
The
know.
little legs wiggle.
Yeah. And I love.
It's like a.
I love that lip like she does.
I can only call it like girl pop music, you know.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not using touch controls.
Have you tried touch controls?
No, but I pretty much know what the idea of it is.
What's the idea of it?
In the previous game, there was a an accessory that you could equip, and then you just had to press a button, and it would do combos for you. I'm guessing this is pretty much the same thing because you just
Do it real quick.
What? The touch?
Yeah.
See, it does it by itself. That's not fun.
Okay. So it's basically a little easier.
Yes,
And
it
you can
does
just
all the
swipe
combos
to
yourself.
evade. Oh god, I got a message on Skype! I'm sorry
Turn
for
that shit
almost...
off, bro. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be dodging.
Good job.
Oh, well, I got it.
Yeah!
Yeah. Why not?
And what's cool is it's just gonna... AJ gets to play on the gamepad and I can just watch the TV, so... I can just kick my feet up and watch them.
Oh, yeah?
AJ, what did we have for breakfast today?
Fucking waffles.
Homemade waffles.
Homemade motherfucking waffles.
They were pretty good, huh?
They were pretty good.
I gotta ask though, were they comparable to your mom's?
I don't know, they're different.
Okay.
I'll give you this, they weren't bad, but, I don't know, I've been with my mom's waffles for so long, it's just kind of like...
That's understandable.
Number one.
I love to cook, by the way, everybody. So, I've wanted to be like, I've wanted to make waffles for quite some time as well.
Which is weird, because you really don't eat breakfast.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a breakfast person, but I want to be because it's healthy, too, for one. What?
Well, that depends on what you eat.
That's true, but
I mean,
when you eat in the...
You think good for you is Lunchables and stuff. No, my
When
friend.
you eat it... But when you eat in the morning, your metabolism kicks in and actually
Yeah.
expects food, and for the rest of the day,
Yeah.
you're digesting food better. Ho, 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 motherfucker.
Ho ho, motherfuckers. That's nothing what he'd say. Cock go flying by.
Rodon. I think his name is Rodon, but
And it says Rodin.
Rodin, which is a samurai of some kind? A Rodin?
That's Ronin.
Ronin. Which explains the Japanese motif he's got.
Yeah, I guess.
It's almost like a play on words.
Well, yeah, but he didn't have that in the first one. This one, it's, he's in Japanese and everything, because he got some sake.
Doesn't he just punch... Oh, no. No, it's Bayonetta that kicks the jet up. Stops it from crashing into a building.
Yeah, that already happened. It looks like he's on a roller coaster. Whoa!
I like how he's still in the car.
Oh, yeah. Well, why not?
Well, yeah, why not? And the attention to detail. She knows they're coming,
Yeah.
but she can't just grab them because they don't exist in her world right now.
Yeah, so she has to move them to her world.
It's just that's really...
Really cool.
Yeah, the details. I don't think there's like any technical like plot hole you could ever bring into this game. Because Platinum Games is a person who fucking pays attention when they're making games.
Yes.
And whatever.
Pretty much, yeah, I don't care.
At least he saved the jet.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Climax. Look at that! Look at that Madam Butterfly!
That is one sexy butterfly.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Huh.
I wasn't thinking you were going to go there, but alright.
What?
Nothing, just... I didn't think that's what you were going to say.
And the, all the fists and stuff like that, maybe I didn't pay attention to the last game or not, but I feel like the fists and stuff are a lot more detailed in this game than they were in the PS3 version.
No, they look kind of the same. I mean, maybe like higher definition or something, because it's on the fucking Wii U, and they're like, yeah. But,
Okay,
no, as far as I
I
can tell, they
guess
look the
if I
same.
have to get on my soapbox real quick, I really wish gamers would learn the difference between graphics and art style.
You
There are
bitching about
two-
me or something?
Yes, I'm
Is
going to
that-
bitch a little bit about that. No, I'm not. No, there's.
I'm not paying attention to you. I'm just trying to play the game, bro.
There is a difference between graphic and art style. The graphics can be low resolution or low
look,
texture, something
these
like that,
oh wait.
as long as it matches the art style.
Yes, and this
Okay.
matches the art style. I don't see anything has changed.
No,
in
nothing's
what
wrong
they
with
look
it.
like.
It doesn't even matter if it could have been more powerful with more pixels and resolution, whatever fucking... The fact is that the entire game is built around this art style.
Yeah,
And it works.
The art style hasn't changed.
Right. Goodbye, horsey. He was turned into glue.
Wow, too soon.
What?
I don't know.
No, too soon would be a horrible joke like, look out, AJ, you're heading for the Twin Towers!
That was a plane, not a jet. You suck.
I know. But that's an awful joke. And I didn't make that joke. Nobody heard me say it.
You're gonna blink it out.
Nobody heard me say it. I don't know what you're talking. What joke?
Okay, you ready for this part? Watch the background.
Watch in the background.
Where the fuck are we flying? Who the fuck is flying?
It's
We
apparent.
just went underneath the fucking elevated train.
It's apparently controlled by angels right now.
I don't know if we are or not.
There's a dragon.
Oh wait.
You
Yes.
almost got eaten by a dragon. No, horsey! What was that like a? Did it just cut him in half?
I don't know. Several guillotine blades came down. So.
You turned him into glue. Oh, I love all the things that Bayonetta says. She's such a powerful character. I don't know if we were talking about this at all.
Oh, before? I don't
Yeah, I know. I think we might have been talking about it off camera, but she's such an amazingly powerful character. She is what female lead type characters should be.
Or can be, because, you know, Samus, she's a powerful female character.
Yeah, she's a powerful female character for another reason, though.
But I think she's powerful dominant, maybe?
Bayonetta or
The
Samus? No, Samus is stoic.
Stoic?
Yeah,
Because I'm not saying dominatrix, because that's Bayonetta.
she's. Who is this? We didn't see this last time. Belief.
No, we saw this last time.
No, but we didn't know who it was. We didn't.
Oh, we didn't pay attention.
Yeah. Like, okay, there's a few problems with Samus as a character, and it's
You
only
shut your poor mouth.
no, not. It's not Samus's fault. It's not Nintendo's fault. It's our fault.
The community?
Yeah. Because Samus never had a set personality, she never really spoke.
Oh.
The only times that she ever really spoke
Were
was
in
Metroid
monologue.
Fusion.
Metroid Fusion and Metroid Other M.
Metroid Other M. That's the only time she was ever given a personality. In Fusion, it was incredibly vague and it was all text. So there was not a whole lot we could attribute it. The rest of her personality, that she's a stoic, heroic badass and all that stuff, that came from us. We imprinted that personality onto her instead. So when Metroid Other M came out and they actually wanted to give a voice and action to Samus, you could almost attribute it like if they ever gave Link a personality in the next game. Well, they do have him a personality, but if they ever gave him a voice actor and actually had him talk,
My boy.
I'm sure people would just be pissed. I mean, look at CDI Link.
Yeah.
CDI Link had a lot of other things going wrong for it, though.
I don't
So
know.
I'm not even...
Well, back then, they just, you know, I don't know what they were thinking to try and do that, but I think if they did it today, they could do it.
So the problem with Samus is when they actually made her into a character and gave her personality and depth, people flipped the fuck out because it wasn't like how she thought. I will admit, though, that I saw the scene, basically when she sees Ridley in Metroid Other M, she has a minor freak out.
Yes.
Or excuse me, not even a minor, she does kind of freak out.
She has reason to, though.
She does have reason to, but as I did watch it, it was a little overdramatic. But I will say it was probably nothing more than emphasis. Because she had a little flashback about how Ridley killed her parents.
Yeah.
But let's be honest here, Ridley
Okay.
fucking killed her parents, and...
Not
in the-
only did he kill her parents, but she thought he was already dead, because the Other M takes place after,
takes place after...
Metroid 2, I think?
Yeah, I think it takes place after Super Metroid.
No, not Super Metroid. Metroid 2, because.
Oh, you mean the one for the Game Boy?
Baby Metroid dies.
The one for the Game Boy? I think that's Metroid 2 is the only one that came out for the Game Boy.
Yeah, that one. When she finds the Metroid.
You might be right. I'll have to double check, but it definitely takes place before Fusion.
Yes.
Because we actually meet the real Adam, and Metroid Fusion is the only time.
It's always the real Adam.
No, Metroid Fusion's when Adam's already passed on, but his personality is in a computer.
Yeah.
And in Metroid Other M, we meet the real Adam.
Oh,
That's what I mean.
Okay. I thought you meant Fusion we meet the real Adam.
And then people had a problem with the fact that Adam basically locked away all of her skills and only allowed her to use them when the time was necessary. Yeah. Which a lot of people were pissed off because basically Samus doesn't take orders. Samus blah blah blah. I'm like, it's okay. It's the only. They basically just gave another fucking reason why she didn't have all her powers at the beginning
instead
of the
her
game.
falling down an elevator shaft and an explosion
And dropping them all.
Yeah.
And the explosion tossing them before corners.
I think the one that I really liked is I don't know how other people feel about it, but in Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, she doesn't fall down or anything. They get stolen. The Ing take them from her. So yeah. I think that's valid.
And in Metroid Fusion, it was pretty valid. Her suit was infected. And they had to cut it out.
Yeah. And then she kept some of her abilities. She had to regain other ones. But it was getting them back from the thing.
She ran out of HP.
She chose not to continue.
So, but there's nothing wrong with Samus. Yes, I do think some of the personalities of Samus that we've imprinted onto her as gamers are partly true.
Yeah.
But she does obviously have feelings. If you want the most feelings, the most proof before even Other M came out, that she is motherly, caring. She didn't kill the last Metroid.
She didn't kill a baby Metroid.
She didn't. In fact, she took care of it. You know?
Yeah.
She took care of it and handed it over to the scientists.
Yeah. And then in Super Metroid...
Do you honestly think...
Why would the baby Metroid give itself up to die for Samus unless it felt something for her too?
Exactly. So, it makes no... For someone as stoic and badass to let a Metroid, one of the most dangerous creatures in that universe, that is a source for all sorts of mutations, power issues, all these problems, but she let that one live.
Yeah.
No. As someone who is stoic, emotionally uninvolved, stuff like that, doesn't let a baby Metroid live.
I haven't done that move before. That was awesome.
Punching him into the ceiling? Or the wall?
Into the building? I've never done that before.
Did you dodge at the right time, or...?
I knocked him down. I confused him. Whole thing.
That was pretty cool. I haven't even been watching the game. I've just been talking. But I guess the whole point I'm trying to get at, too, is, she's still a good character, and Bayonetta is a good character for other reasons, too.
Right.
What was I getting at? I just wanted to talk about Samus, I guess. Bayonetta is a good character because she's sexually powerful.
Power while being sexy?
Yeah.
Or powerful while...
She's in control of the entire situation. I mean, I can't really think of another character who has the same kind of personality as her. Uh-oh. And, has that same kind of raw sexuality that Bayonetta does. But it's not even like... It's sexuality in the sense that she's not a whore, she's not a slut, and she's not really flaunting it.
Well,
okay, she's flaunting it, but it's less in a come touch me and more like, you can't have this.
Yeah. I have no idea who the fuck this guy is. I'll have to look it up.
It's, I guess, another part. See, this is where I got confused.
Demon and everything.
That's your guy, right?
That one's mine, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was the one you were fighting in the first place, and he left.
No. I was fighting the dragon, then I summoned something
Like,
else in. To
the
kick
one
his
he
ass.
bit was a part of that dragon, but part of it just disappeared.
Oh, no.
No, Jean.
Yeah.
If you'd done it a little bit faster and didn't get hit. If you didn't get hit,
That's the case in most times, is
Yeah.
don't get hit.
but you would have only gotten...
Revenge, not all you desire. I know the one.
I don't know, if I'm getting a gold now, I'd probably
I
still
don't
get a
think
gold,
I paid
maybe a
attention
platinum.
to this scene before.
What?
Destroy.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, this is the blue guy.
Yeah, the guy that we don't know who he is. This guy's clearly
Is that the
holding
bullet?
Huh?
Was that a bullet, or what was
No,
that?
that is lipstick.
From Bayonetta, right?
One of Bayonetta's things of lipstick.
Look at that ass.
Look at it! It's a great
Hey,
ass.
sorry guys. Bayonetta is proportional. She doesn't look... she does look weird, but only because we're used
to unproportional women.
Yes.
John's gonna wander Inferno suffering for eternity.
No, she's not. I'm gonna save her. And she's way more naked than she was in the previous
I
game.
didn't ask you to tell me what I already know, Rodon. Especially if you're going to be fully about it.
Don't flip out.
Don't. I was gonna say don't piss Bayonetta off, and then you have to turn it into a fucking pun.
Sorry.
You need to get some new material, man. You're
My shtick isn't good enough.
don't say shtick.
What's wrong with shtick?
Because you're already obsessed with dick.
She's pretty hot for a
How does how is shtick anything close to dick?
but looking at
You know what shtick means, right?
No, I'm not Jewish.
Wow.
You only really dead after your soul
I don't even know if that's a Jewish word.
into another realm.
Is it? I don't know.
Just a matter of time. 'Cause I don't see no way to save your soul.
Okay, wait, he says the Trinity. I'm assuming that means Paradiso,
Paradise.
Heaven, Hell, and the mortal
I
world.
can't stop
Yeah.
you from trying.
Which would be Purgatorio?
It's down there.
Purgatorio.
See what I can do.
Is that the third world?
Purgatorio,
'Cause he says the Trinity.
Paradiso, and
Inferno.
Inferno. Yeah.
The heart of an Umbra witch.
I think
Magic
Inferno is human world, actually.
Should keep her
I don't know what the
mind
or which one's which.
But you need to reunite this with the soul if you don't try and bring it back.
A watch.
I figure
That's the
you
heart of an
know
Undred Witch. That would probably be the time motif, as Bayonetta's rushing its clock to save Jean.
Yes.
Okay.
Enzo, you've got...
Of course, it's the wrong clock, but
what?
Well,
No, I do not know. Listen, I have
do not
a
know what?
situation.
you do not, or don't you have a jet? No.
My kids got cookies baked
No,
for me
no.
at home. They're waiting for me. And I still gotta play Santa tonight.
Let the real Santa take care of the presents. Now let's go.
did the jet? Okay, good.
Hey, I said I believe, but Ed and Edna, you can't put one over on those two little fuckers, let me tell you.
The way he refers to his kids.
Honestly, he's probably a pretty good father. If not, maybe a little aggressive.
No, I think he's probably a good father.
Yeah.
Weird, but good.
Yeah, he's probably a little strange and maybe a little aggressive, but I highly doubt... He already looked like he thought highly of his kids.
Yeah.
Nah, oh wait, silver?
Silver.
Oh, those are two silver. Those look like platinum for a second.
Oh.
I think we'll stop here, though. That was a good episode to get started on.
Yep. Alright.